Hello and welcome back to our podcast. My name is Dr. Alison Chiwara. I'm the CEO and founder of Human-Focused Ltd, a company that is dedicated to creating happier and healthier workplaces and communities. Today, we are going to talk about our last and of course the finale of the 7th A of attracting opportunities. And it's called action. Is the bridge between potential and proof. You see, this past week, I turned a year older. And for the first time in a really long time, I felt it all. The warmth, the love, the reflection, the laughter, the tears even. You won't believe it, but I felt seen. I felt celebrated. And truth be told, I felt spoiled as well. It wasn't just a birthday, it was a checkpoint. It almost felt like a sacred pose, like a personal audit. I entered this birthday not just with candles and cake and, hurrahs, but with real intention. And I say this, with such maybe heart, intention to stop only manifesting and start moving. Intention to stop romanticizing ideas and start executing. Intention to finally become the woman I keep writing about in my journals and the woman that I keep sharing with you every day. Because here's the truth, I can't lie to myself about anything. I've said a lot, I've dreamt a lot, I've posted a lot, but there were moments, honestly, I didn't act. Moments I doubted myself. Moments I sat on almost a gold field, while asking the world for silver and bronze. Why? See, there've been moments I didn't actually quite believe I was enough to begin. And this year, on this 40-something birthday, that changes. Because belief without behavior is denial, right? Can we agree on that? And potential without practice, I want to call it wasted grace. So welcome to this finale, not just of this series, but of the very version of ourselves that stays stuck in almost. If only. This is the episode where we both, you and I, say enough planning. It's time to just bloody act. Do you agree? Action is actually, like I say, the bridge between what you know and what the world will one day thank you for. You see, many of us are not short of vision, but we are short of movement. And we want to call it perfectionism, strategy, research, whatever we like. But often, it's actually fear in disguise. We say we're waiting on alignment. We've sang it all. But maybe, just maybe, alignment is actually waiting on us. I've learned that confidence doesn't come before action. It comes well after. You see, your brain thrives on momentum, movement. Every time that you take a small, tiny action, even a tiny wee step, as we say in Scotland, dopamine is released. Our brain has a fantastic way of rewarding us. It rewards movement. It feeds motivation. And inaction does the very opposite. It creates overwhelm. It convinces you that the task is far too big. Really? That was your vision though? That the dream is unrealistic. But you see, momentum, what it does, it dissolves fear, it builds courage, and it strengthens our belief in ourselves. I say start small, but just start. Because the movement in the moment is what your brain follows. On my birthday, my darling sister Karen visited me from Holland. She did something that will stay with me for a very long time. She's been talking about starting her own business, not for months, for years. And I've seen a battle with the same fears many of us face: doubt, imposter syndrome, the pressure of perfection. But on my birthday, Karen surprised me. With a phone in her hands, she says, "Ali, close your eyes." Her eyes were glowing, and she showed me something she had built. Her website, her logo, her offer, and her message. You know what? I was speechless. Not just because it was beautiful, but because it was real. Finally, her dream was in action to becoming a reality. In fact, it was now real. And I knew in that moment she was so, because she acted. Because she didn't wait for permission. She gave it to herself. You see, the distance sometimes between a dream and its realization is actually often lined in boldness and consistent actions that say, "I want this for me. I want this for my family. I want this." You see, that birthday gift from my sister reminded me that opportunity shows up more often for those that are already moving. You see, my mom used to say, "Zvito zvako ndo zvinofanira kuratidza kupfuura manzwi ako." What does that mean? I always say my translations are usually poor. But what that means in English is your actions speak louder than your words. Whenever I go too comfortable, or I got rather too comfortable my plans and what I was muttering about, and not execution, my mom would say, "Nguva chayo chayo haimirri munhu." In other words, time, real time, wait for no man. And she'd usually smile along and say, "Kana usingakwanisi kutanga, aufa wakapedza chinhu chacho." In fact, she was being a little cheeky. She says, "If you can't start, you will never finish what you can't even start. So don't stop dreaming, just do it." You see, she didn't say much, but what she said has stayed with me even until now. But as I celebrate another year of life, the gift of life, I can hear my mother louder even than ever, saying, "Ali, you already know. Now show it." This birthday told me that some of the delays in our lives have nothing to do with systems, nothing to do with access, but just timing, and everything to do with our own resistance to actually begin. I've missed some fantastic opportunities because I over-prepared and I underacted. You see, because I needed someone else to believe in me first. You see, I made fear the editor of my own script, my life story. But that version of me, ladies and gentlemen, she actually retired on Saturday. This birthday, I woke up different. Not in a hashtaggy kind of way, like literally I woke up different. It was a reality check kind of way. It was an action in mode kind of way. Let's get a little honest here. What are you still calling not ready? That's really just fear, right? So whatever you're calling not ready, just scrub that off and call it it's fear. What are you rehearsing instead of releasing? What are you avoiding because deep down, perhaps you're scared that it might actually not work? Or maybe it will work, but most likely it won't work. We don't just fear failure. We also fear visibility, responsibility, and sometimes some of us fear success. But your growth lives in movement, not in imagination. You see, the whole idea of action and movement, it's not just neuroscience that supports this. Even an ancient wisdom confirms it in the Bible when Moses and his people stood before the Red Sea. and say, you see, it didn't split when they prayed. It split when they moved. Motion activated the miracle. They prayed, yes, so they were idealizing it, ideation. But when they started doing something, it activated the miracle. So what if, just what if, your miracle, your breakthrough is not missing, but it's waiting for your movement, waiting for your action, your steps, your yes, I can, yes, we can, yes, I will, and yes, I am ready. You know enough. Now move, just move. To this date, you've listened perhaps to all 6 previous A's. Awareness, your self-understanding, audacity, the courage to begin and claim it for yourself. Adaptability, bending, but not breaking. We need to be flexible, but not to the point of breaking ourselves. Appreciation, gratitude in the becoming, gratitude on those that we have stood on their toes, stood on their shoulders to get to the top. Attraction, becoming what you actually seek, becoming the flower that the bees are drawn to. The flower won't move, but the bees come to it. An alignment, make it an all click. And now, action, the activation, the accountability, the audacity in motion, in movement. You see how that sounds? So here's my challenge to you. As I walk into my new year of life with a lot of fire in my belly, a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm, what is the one thing you've avoided because you don't feel ready? Then most importantly, what would your life even look like 1 year from now? If you started, let's say today, just think about it. You start today, that business plan, put it into motion. That website, click activate. That phone call, make it. What's one small action you can take this week? Not next year, not next month, that's just this week. That proves to your future self that you're not just dreaming anymore. You are ready to become. You see, my mom would say, "Upenyu hauraramwe zvezvinyorwa, zvakanyorwa mabhuku. Hunoitwa kugarwa." Life isn't about theorized stuff. It's how we live it. It's the lived experience. It's lived. So I urge you, live it. Start to act. And just act and place motion into everything that you desire. I hope that this episode and this moment is your sign. Your time isn't coming. Your time is now. It's here. Well, I suppose for me, it's happy birthday to the version of me who finally decided to believe, build, and move. I hope that when your birthday comes, you'll give yourself the same gift I have. Because you know what? The world is waiting. It's been waiting for a long time for your becoming. A long time. And just remember what my mom shared with me. Kana usingakwanise kutanga, awufu wakapedza anything chuno. If you can start, if you cannot start, you will never finish anything. And that time and tide wait for no man. Guai mirremuno. This is your time. Take action. Be brave like my sister. Just do it. Just do it. And for me, you won't believe. This week, my daughter and my son have been my biggest strength. My partner has been my biggest pusher. The last few weeks have been very difficult. But you know what? I had people that were pushing me into action. And action I took. And here I am. And I've said a lot. I've dreamt a lot. I've posted a lot. And I'm here to say, movement. Movement is here. And I can't tell you any much more. That action is the true bridge between potential and proof. I hope that this finale, which also coincides with my birthday, has been a little gift to you. From me to you, from Human-Focused Ltd to your households, to your organizations, your society, communities. It's goodbye for now. Until next time. And of course, just keep believing in yourself. Because there is much more of you the world is waiting to see. And for additional info, please email us on info@human-focused.com. Ciao for now.